welcome to my B Glacé channel. Today I am going to explain getting start to B Glacé English version. Firstly, I would like to show you rough overview to see the results. First, here's the reaction force result. I saw it on the way, but I will open the result again. If we look at the reaction force change, the reaction over time. After removing the load as the force increases, in the cooling section this means that the reaction force will decrease. This is the displacement and the horizontal axis is the displacement, and the vertical axis is the reaction force. Becomes the reaction force. Next, this is it here. For example, the last file of upper die I have opened. Next is upper die. Copy it here. Over here numbers only I will copy. So, I do not need this anymore this time. Lower die, this is it. So, I copied this. Copy the numbers here, and this is, like this first name the graph, have them right about the surface of the glass. Well, in the end it turned out like this. I will add it, further and in addition like this. Well, in this way, on the surface nodal coordinates it means that we can compare. Save this as display in Excel. Next, let us look at the results with ParaView. I would like, first open this at stress here. I will then apply display as. As for surface, this is actually this. Perspective because it contains perspective. For those who think it's a hindrance this is the camera parallel check for projection. It would be nice to put. Then the perspective will be removed. And this color is the result. First, if this is set to 1 here, this is set to auto scale, will be the maximum principal stress. The number of frames appears on the top, this is the maximum. Go up to 99. This is the end, isn't it 98? Originally this starts from 0, so the original it means that the number is -1. Just in case you don't like this color. Although this can also be initialized, make it blue to red with rainbow. This is what happens when you run the animation. About this color, this is the color. Since there are 256 colors, very sometimes the boundaries are not clear. Increase so, if you don't like it, here it is. For example, reduce the bottom 256 a little, for example, about 16 colors it's like displaying. I would appreciate it if you could. Then the color is a little clearer. You will understand. Well then, next. In this omission, then displacement, and then force vector. That's right, this is vector in color. Vector of then the components of stress and the displacement as for what is the force. Vector display is possible, so little I would like to try those. Well, first once put it back in just this glass for a while. I'll try to extract it. If you choose a part here, add it. Here's how to extract this new. You can see the view here. Set this to 1. I want this to be this vector representation. Select this glyph, and press Apply button. It here for example displacement, now displacement. In this state I will do animation. In this way vector display. And the magnitude of the vector to auto scale. To do so, here it is. Choose glyph. Vector this. After setting the scale to auto, it will be displayed when you click apply. By dragging the left mouse button like this, rotate scaling is wheel, and drag the middle button to move in parallel. In this way became that is the maximum principal stress. The scale is also applied here, and the color is also. Since the maximum principal stress make the same. Press apply in this state. In animation, then the vector representation of the maximum principal stress can be displayed. This is how it looks. This is the vector display. Later also remove the highlight when you want to measure the distance from point to point. I think there is, but here. There is a ruler in this. I'm going to choose, but where is this guy? I'm going to apply it, but on this point. It doesn't write automatically. There is a method to put it on the dot. Starting point, and there is a starting point and an ending point. But this is the end, and this is the beginning. Hold Ctrl+1 and do this. I snap with a little bit. Behavior is not stable. When I press Ctrl+2, this time, snap to the end point. So, if you choose something good, then press apply and the number will appear here. Come out. This is information. Will it appear? Information here appear in with the feeling. Take measurements. Delete it if you don't need it. It means, and then click here if you want to see the node values. The point of this question mark is this. If you overlay the nodes, the information there appears. That's how it feels for the time being. Press again. Let's put it back. Looking at the results in this way, it means to go. This ParaView has so many features, so this is in various places on the net. Since it is open to the public, please refer to it. Also, in this help there is useful information, so those who, if you can use it effectively while referring to, I think it's good. So, this is the end for now. Also, when starting a new analysis, this parameter I will start with the input, but here is one I have to say that I mentioned earlier. It's a parameter setting. The previous parameter I will show you how to go back to settings. There is a parameter file. If you read this text file, the model gets back to previous parameter set. So, let's open this. Save the parameter set. The value will be restored, so use this as the initial value. Change some numerical value, change the model, and perform the analysis. You can submit the run. That's all for now. Other things, although there is still a function application version, it is the best. I explained the basics. That's all for today's video. Thank you for watching.